Hey everybody, Kimberly here, and I've got a real treat for you. This is Confusing Lands. It is a 18-card game that also has a promo set with 6 cards that I'll talk about in this video, but I want to pitch to you what I saw when I read the description. So, when I was contacted by designer Zach Eisbug, he said essentially this game is all about playing your cards in your personal player area, but knowing what you're passing to other players because then they get to build with those cards, and you also get to select your own scoring conditions. So when I heard that pitch, I was like, this is fantastic. Sounds to me a lot like all the Opolises, and with an 18-card essentially base game, that's what Button Shy does all the time. I know I get Button Shy on my channel a lot. I'm so excited to get Confusing Lands because it fits squarely in that this is a pocket-sized game. So in any of the Opolises, you have cards, and they are essentially going to be front and back, much like in Confusing Lands, and you are going to play them down with particular scoring conditions in mind. The other game that Confusing Lands reminds me of is Chomp. This is a small box game from All Play, and this has these, you choose a scoring condition card or you choose a terrain card to build in your personal player area to then score your own conditions. And you definitely get that in Confusing Lands. So if these two games are appealing to you, you are going to love Confusing Lands. This game is for 2 players, but also has a solo play variant. And I just really think it's something. And I also feel like it's super packable and super replayable. So let me just show you what's in the box. When you open it up, you've got your 18 cards. These are going to be your 18 cards. They have essentially different blank spaces. These are just kind of like grass areas. Then you've got possibly these critters that are pictured. To me, that looked like an ant at first, but I think that's a wolf. To me, I'm like, I just saw it and I was like, oh wait, they're kind of massive. But yeah, this is the little wolfie. You've got your mountains, you've got village area spaces. And then when you flip over the card, you're going to have things like wooded forest area, more of those villages, and a stream. But you also will have a scoring condition. Every single card has a front and a back. And on the front side, you're going to see a variety of those particular images. Ooh, here are those little gemmies. And then, of course, I passed right by the cool little deer. So those are going to be the 2 critters, are the deer, and then you've got the different terrain types, and then the rivers, and there you go. Now, on the back side of every single card is one of these scoring conditions. So whenever you look at these cards, you're looking at which one you want to play which way. So at the very beginning of the game, you're going to play out 1 card to the central play area, and this card is going to be, I'm going to put the promo set over here. This card is going to be the card that everybody is going to score. And so you look at this card, and if you ever need to know, all you need to do is look on the back here. It says number 13, and you look at number 13 on this sheet here. It's all folded up, very helpful. Distant outpost. Score 1 victory point for each space in your longest continuous straight line of spaces that contains no scoring conditions. Fantastic! So everyone's going to be able to score this. Everything is listed in the rule sheet. And then you deal 2 cards to each player. Each player is going to look at their cards and pick which one they want and which side they want, and they play it into their player area. And so the very first card just goes down on your board, and then, here's the twist, you then pass the card that you didn't take to your opponent. So you're looking at this card going, what am I going to give them? How is this going to help them? Is this the one to take for me to score? Is this one going to be helpful if I give to them? Is it going to hurt their score? So you can see the information that's been played in previous rounds or turns, but you also don't necessarily know exactly what they're doing. So again, you play your card and you play it down, pass the other one to them. Meanwhile, they're doing the same thing. They look at their card and they go, oh, I want to play this one. And then whenever you receive your card, from this point on, there are a couple rules about placement. You always must overlap, and you can cover up anything with the exception of a scoring condition. So if I played this face up like this, I could not cover up in any part my scoring condition space. Once you select a scoring condition, it must score, and you must build your area out by covering up other spaces. That's pretty much it. There's no like tucking under, much like in Sprawlopolis. You don't go under, you always have to go above. But the difference here is that you always have to overlap in some way. In Sprawlopolis, you can essentially put them, side by side. Nuh-uh, not here. And the cool thing too is that you can turn it in any 90 degrees and you can put it in that direction. So with 6 different images or grid of 3x2 or 2x3, you are going to be able to rotate this. So there is some flexibility here, and it's really, really fantastic. So maybe I just want to get a whole bunch of icons out on my board before I select essentially what I want to do. And if I want to go like this, I've got 5 towards this, 1 for every space that doesn't have a scoring condition. Already 5 points. Super excited. So you're essentially going to play through the deck when there's 1 card remaining. Then that's going to be the end of the game. There are 8 of these card drafting, playing, exchanging, playing. And then you just score up based on your score conditions. Now, here's the cool thing. We think, oh, cool, you want to score things. Well, there's a shared player score, which is the one you have in the center. Then you have space for up to 5 of these scoring condition cards. You get a subtotal. Every single scoring condition you select, with the exception of the center one you share, is negative 10 points. So when you take one of these scoring conditions, you better be exceeding 10 or you're going to be losing overall points. And then you get to your total, and that's going to be the game. Whoever has the most wins the game. And then there's this promo set. And the reason I really like this promo set is that you've got your explanation. Just like in the rule book, you have your explanation of how to score. You have all the images of your, guess what? Double symbols. This is where the game is at. These different scoring condition cards have multiple images on the same square. And in the original game, the base game, there's only one particular symbol in a space. And I love it. I love it so much. So you've got these guys. Look, it's forests and the villages together. And of course you have a brand new scoring condition, and you're gonna have all these different icons on the back, just chock full of them. Combinations here, and the double combinations are always going to be on that scoring side. I just think it's dynamite. So if you play with the expansion, you play with this promo pack, you'll be playing 10 turns of the drafting and the playing, compared to the 8 in the original game, and it doesn't add that much more time, and it adds just that much more strategy, and I love it. 10-minute game, and again, the base game is 18 cards. Just a lovely combination. I think this is going on my trip with me this summer. It's, again, so packable, and my husband and I had so much fun with it. So we could just play this and have a blast. So that is going to be Confusing Lands for me. I hope you check it out. I will see you later, folks. Bye.